Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I do kind of like my everyday makeup, like natural looking type makeup. So yeah, if you want to see how I do my everyday makeup, then stay tuned. So the first thing I always do is prime my face, and I use the Ulta brand, as I say that in every single video that I do. I am going to try different primers, but I don't know which ones I want to try. I heard the Benefit one is pretty good, that it like hides like all of your pores, but I don't know, I just haven't actually tried it yet. But obviously the next thing I'm going to be doing is foundation, and right now I kind of have this fake tanner on, so I am going to mix my summer, my summer and my winter, and my winter is the Bare Minerals Cool Beige tone. I'm going to squirt a little bit on my hand, and then I'm going to take in my summer shade, which is the NYX shade 2. I think it's called Nude. Yeah. I'm going to just put a little bit in there, and I'm going to mix those two together. And I'm going to take my Eco Tools, it's retractable face brush, and I'm just going to mix both of those on my hand and apply it to my face. So what I like about the Bare Minerals foundation, it doesn't feel like super duper thick on my face, which is good because I don't like to have this heavy full coverage every single day. I mean, I would like to have somewhat of a coverage, obviously, because my skin is not perfect just like everyone else's, but for like an everyday foundation, I do like it because it feels really light on my skin. So the next thing I do is concealer, and I always like to use the Tarte Shape Face or Shape Tape, and I don't put it like everywhere like I usually would for a like going out look, but I definitely do it under my, ooh, that was a lot. Under my eyes and then down my nose. That's pretty much, that was awful. And then down my nose. Wow, that was an awful concealing job today. Alright, then I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and tap that all in then. With my under eyes, I like to dab it down into that triangle shape. Next, I am going to want to set all this stuff in, so I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way setting powder. Ooh, I think I already have some in the cap, that's why it's like doing that. But you just want to kind of tap a little bit in there. A little goes a long way, so you really don't need it that much. Today I'm going to just use my beauty blender to dab that in, so I'm just going to dab it into the cap and then just set where I put my concealer. And I'm not going to leave this on for very long just because this is like an everyday thing, so I'm not going to bake my face or anything like that, but I do want it to be set. Now I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and then just wipe away all that setting powder. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is go in with my bronzer, and I use the Hoola Benefit bronzer. This is the darker one, but take it on a fluffy brush, just tap off excess, and put my bronzer on. It looks a lot worse on camera, but it's not that deep, I swear. We're just gonna do it on your forehead. So I don't put blush on every day, so I'm not going to put it on because this is supposed to be a everyday makeup, and I definitely do not put blush on every day. I do like to put highlighter on though, so let me find my highlighter brush, and I am going to go in with this palette right here. It's from Tarte. I don't know if it has like a name on it or not. Oh look, they do have names on the back. I didn't even know this. This is the Godness Glam palette. And they have, so this is their blush, but then their highlighter is called, I can't even read that, Enthrall? I don't know. So I'm going to go in with their highlighting palette, their highlighting shade. I'm just going to put it on my highlighting brush that I have and just put it a little bit on. I don't want to have like a huge highlighter though. And I put a little bit on my nose as well, just a little bit. I don't like to put a lot on my nose, but just a little bit. I'm sorry if you can hear Michael, he's in the other room, he's playing Fortnite. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like the Hunger Games, but for like a video game. It's pretty cool actually. But there's guns, and I know in the Hunger Games there's no guns or anything like that, but... So that's kind of what I do with my face so far. Like for my everyday, I don't really go too super special with anything. And this is probably more than some people do. Sometimes this is less than what people do, but this is kind of like what I do. And then the next thing I'm going to do is prime my eyes. So I'm just going to move on with my eyes. So I'm just going to use my Ulta brand primer for my eyes. I always use it with my fingers because there's no point of rooting a brush for a primer. Because it's not like it has to look pretty. There's no color to it, so. Alright, now that I have you all up. Now that I have you all up and close and personal, I'm going to show you what I kind of do with my eyes every day. So I go back in with my Hoola bronzer for my transition shade. I know that's a little bit weird. I mean, other people do it. So I'm going to take an Eco Tools very fluffy brush and I'm going to dig into my Hoola bronzer and then put that in my crease. Alright, so the next color I'm going to do the outer corner of my eye, and I'm going to take in the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, the Raw Sienna color. It's not like a super dark color, so I know like I'm going to be doing a somewhat of a smoky eye because I just do that every day. But this is a lighter color, so usually when I do my smoky eye, like my dark smoky eye, I usually go in with this color, but we're going to go in with this color right here. It's a little bit of a lighter shade, so it's more of a everyday makeup instead. But we're going to deepen the outer corner of my eye. But for my everyday makeup, I always try to stick with neutrals, and I don't really add much color. If it's anything, if there is any color to it, it's usually what's on my lid, and sometimes it is that shimmery type color, but today I am not feeling it. If I was going to do anything, that would be purple to like match my shirt, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to do a all brown eye. So I'm going to go into my Anastasia palette and take this light color, and it is called Why do they have to make the names like so hard? Tempera, this shade right here. And I'm going to put that all over my lid. And I'm just going to take an Eco Tools brush. It's kind of fluffy, but it's kind of flat. I'm just going to put that. Oh, that's really light. All right, I'll darken it up then. It's kind of a lighter look than what I was going for, so I am going to go into this golden shade right here. It is called Golden Aquare. I don't know how to say that, but it's like a yellowish color. And I'm going to put that on top of my lid as well. Oh, as I just tapped it on my nose. Alright, I'm going to darken up my corner again, as I always do with this first shade that we put on the outer corner of my eye. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is go on my under eye, and I'm going to take the Raw Sienna on an angled brush. This is from Eco Tools. And it's going to go under. What? Ooh, right under my lash line. And that's done with the eyes. So what I usually like to do though, if I can find it. Oh, there it is over there. So usually I'll go in with a brown eyeliner pencil, and I'm just gonna do a very, very small line. Sometimes I don't even put eyeliner on, but I'll do it today. Usually after this, I just do my eyebrows and just put mascara on and spray my face and then be done. But sometimes I do put eyeliner on. I'm just gonna do like a thin line. So I went ahead and did my eyebrows and put on some mascara. I just used the Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes. That's why I just put on my eyes. And the last thing, I don't really put any lipstick on my lips for like an everyday. I usually just put like chapstick on, because now it's winter and my lips are just so dry all the time. So I've just been putting a bunch of chapstick on. But the last thing I do is go in with a setting spray. And this is the Urban Decay's makeup setting spray. Maybe? Okay. It's like a nice mist. It's actually a lot better than the Ulta brand, obviously. But that is it. That is how I do my everyday makeup. It might change a little bit from, you know, day to day if I want to add just like a little bit of color, or if I add like different palettes. But I hope you liked today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please do, and I will see you in my next video.